Vinatieri now to tack on the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 29 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This one taken just inside the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you...
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no.
And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas there to make the grab. grab. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
That's complete to Hines out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Brissett sets to throw it. Rodgers brings it in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Short little throw to Ebron. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw, Brissett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And that one falls incomplete, breaking his string of 7 straight passes completed. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll throw again. Brissett. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback. Back out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time. He's got a man. Complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The Saints going to call the first. First of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish.
And that's caught inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Breeze is looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Breeze, and this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it? Yeah. This is how it works.
Rub it in. Now Breeze lost the football, and he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They say you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist, why bet you wanna be famous?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. With that, let's get up to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. There to call all the action. We welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
Set 30 base. Get it ready.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
56. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. What?
Ready? Five.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's held. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 57 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Here's Jackson to throw, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And it's complete. What a catch at the 7. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches. That was got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now he's showing no signs of slowing down.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind. Mind you, that's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They look to throw. It's locked. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Lock now. Already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Ready? 90 Wolf. Recon. 132 fighter. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Ready?
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. Oh, now Lindsey lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple. Locke finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On second down, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Oh, he bowls over it. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 57 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. So once more, the Ravens will come to the line here and go for the 2-point try. Jackson now, and he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 70 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. 79 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, 62 yards. And the Broncos cut into that lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it'll bring up third down. Throwing is Jackson. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now Jackson on first down, forced out to his left. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
Dancing to his left. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To throw is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Being chased out left. He'll take a shot. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he's got Snead. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 26 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to get Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Now Locke, he lost the football, it's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. Finding room at the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the second down throw on target. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Got a man, that's complete to Hamilton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Throwing his Lock on third down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Buying time to his... And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Now Jackson forced out to his left, and he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. Jackson dancing to his left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, Snead's got it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play
blitz coming, and down he goes. Adam Gotsis, the Aussie, with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson, and that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That one good for 37 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem